Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to the channel. This is Psycho311 here with another pickup video, which is actually quite unexpected because I did not actively hunt this week because I've been hitting all the locations around here pretty hard, so they're kind of wiped out at the moment. So I'll get back to those in a few weeks. So yeah, I didn't plan on hunting today, and I really didn't. What I'm about to show you, I picked up on Facebook Marketplace. It just kind of jumped out at me, and it's interesting because video game hunting around here is like pretty cutthroat. If people, people hop on there and see it, they'll pick it up. The listing I saw said it was posted 6 minutes ago, and I thought for sure that I was too late. Um, so what happened was I texted a lady. She posted a picture of a Super Nintendo Super Set for $100. Like I said, it had been posted 6 minutes ago. I was like, no, I'm too late already. So, uh, texted anyway. Texted a few things. Hey, anything else? Still available. And I heard nothing for like, I don't know, 2, 3 hours. So I was like, okay, like, it didn't say sold, but she wasn't hitting me back. So I assumed that like they had sold it. Well, all of a sudden she texts me, yes, it's still available. Well, okay. Well, do you have any, then you start asking questions. You have any other games? Yeah, there's games available too for $10, $10 a piece, and I still have not broken the habit of looking at the mic. I'm actually looking at the mic while I record the video. So yeah, completely off the rails already. Am I okay? I asked that a lot, huh? Anyway, so because the Super Nintendo was in the box, I said, "Well, hey, just curious, do the games have the boxes too?" And she says, "Oh yeah, it has all the boxes and all the information." All right. Well, she sent me a picture of the games, and like I said, she said they were $10 a piece. So I immediately picked out two right off the top because she had not posted a pic of the games that she had, just the Nintendo. So I feel like I was the first to see the actual games. So we're gonna go through this, and I mean, it's not a whole lot, so the video's not gonna be crazy long. But I'm gonna go through it, and I'm gonna like open the boxes and show you. But I have already, and I'm just gonna, especially if you're nostalgic for this kind of stuff, like I am. It's hopefully a fun trip down memory lane, and it's really cool that I actually found this stuff. So the agreed upon price was 155 for what I got. But like I said, there's a little side story that once I get to that portion of it, I will talk about. And have a little drink here while I'm doing the video. A little shout out to another favorite YouTuber of mine, AVGN. I don't know him and not sponsored or any of that kind of crazy stuff. I just really think the guy is funny. So, James Rolfe, check him out too. All right, so I meet up with the lady, and she has all the stuff I asked for. It was a lady and her husband, and I said, "Why didn't you just have this stuff kind of like laying around?" She's, "Well, it was our sons, and yeah." And then she's like going off on this long story, and then the husband was like, "Yeah, it's just laying around." Okay, all right. So I'm gonna show you. This was this was the first thing they said to me was like, "Oh, we have extra. We found two more of these, so we're just gonna throw those in there because I don't really know what to do with them." She wasn't even sure what they were, but and I don't usually show this, but it's kind of like a little slow build to the good stuff. Uh, is an RF adapter. I don't think that she knew what this actually was. I mean, if she looked at an older TV or whatever, she'd have figured it out for sure, but she didn't know what that was, and she knew that this was a power supply. So, yeah, this is. I don't know if this is. I think these both worked on the NES and the SNES. So maybe that's what made me think, like, because I asked, hey, if do you have anything else? Well, we got to get a hold of our son and see, but we'll definitely let you know first. Okay, sweet. So yeah, like I said, this had been posted for 6 minutes, and I cannot believe that I 3 hours later closed the deal with this person because what I got, I'm super stoked for, and I kind of don't even want to show you the system first, but that's kind of what the video was about when I found the ad. So I'm going to show the console first, and man, this box is in pretty decent shape. I've seen a whole lot worse, but here it is. Let me back my chair up. A complete inbox trying to see too. Complete, complete inbox Super Nintendo Super Set. Um, the system is yellowed. Unfortunately, that happens with a lot of them. But let me, like I said, I'm gonna crack this stuff open just so you guys can check it out. Okay, so here is. Let me see if I can do this without everything spilling out. Here's everything in there: the console, the two controllers. I'm not sure they knew how to put this in there, and frankly, I'm not sure how to correctly put it in there either. So I'm not going to attempt it. It fits in the box how it is, so I'm just going to leave it as is. Like I said, the console is a little yellowed, but I'm not really hating on that. That's not really their fault. I mean, they kept it in the best condition that they could. So yeah, that's the actual console, but I'm not hating that. It's fine. I can always, if I find one that isn't yellowed, I can maybe switch this out for one that isn't like that. But I mean, I'm sure it's in good working order because every single thing that this person gave me was like in super good condition. And there's the Super Mario World cart. And I checked all the connections on here, and they like, because they kept them how they kept them, like everything is perfect. It even came with all the. Oh, that's not anything. That's something else I picked up that like went on there, but all the, all the inserts. There's the book for Super Mario World. There's the actual manual for the Super NES, which is in pretty good condition. And then the posters. And I remember I bitched about the game advertisement posters in an earlier video. But you know what? Completionists are going to hate me for this, but I think I'm actually going to take this poster out and hang it up. Because it is a poster of The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, which I also have mentioned is my favorite game of all time. So I'm really having a hard time not taking that out and hanging it up because I like it. And then this is the other poster that came with it, which was just another ad for Super Nintendo titles and Nintendo Power on the back. But I mean, it's fun to see this kind of thing. It really is. And then of course you have the big one in there. Where is it? There it is. This was the big one that came with it. I'm not even sure which way to turn it. Oh, here it is. Super games, super accessories. But yeah, I thought that was cool. Like, even that was still in there. So if I had to guess, I would say that their son was probably a little older when he got this. Because I know when I got my Super Nintendo, I ripped the box apart. Man, all the inserts and stuff went in the trash unless it was a cool poster. Yeah, I mean, it's getting harder to find Super Nintendos. It really is. And I mean, especially still with the foam in the box and all the stuff. The only thing that could have made this more complete was if all the stuff was still in the plastic bags. But hey, I'm not complaining on this. Like I said, I paid $155 for this lot, and it's gonna get a lot better. I'm gonna just try to put this back in the box without. Look, I'm gonna wreck my Super Nintendo. Trying to put it back in the box. You know what? Maybe I'll just put this back in the box when I'm done with the video. At least then, you guys won't see me wreck it on the video. Okay, then like I said, there were some games. And this I'm going to show first. It's not a game, but this is also pretty cool to have, and they're going for a few dollars. And for some reason, she sent a picture of this, and like I said, she's charging $10 per game, but for whatever reason, she charges $25 for this, which is fine because I think it goes for about $40. But it was a complete in-box Game Genie for the Super Nintendo. It even still has it's broken, but the hang tab is still there. I'm going to take this out just because I've never seen anyone keep their Game Genie in this condition. So, they got the code book, which is... Did anyone even use this thing? That's how I feel about it. And it even has... Oh, that's the... yeah, the the warning. Let's see, what is this here? The old, like, somewhat yellowed registration cards are all still here. So yeah, I mean, but what I was getting at with the Game Genie was when I got my Game Genie, I ripped it apart. Like, I certainly didn't save the cardboard and the plastic tray that the Game Genie came in, but for whatever reason, this person did, and because they did, the Game Genie is in really, really excellent condition. So, I mean, that's a cool piece to have. Will I ever probably use a Game Genie? I mean, I don't know. Maybe, potentially. We'll leave it at that. But is it definitely a cool piece of video game history to put on the shelf over there? Absolutely. It absolutely is. So yeah, that's complete inbox Game Genie came with this thing also. This thing that's happening here. Okay, so it's time to get into the games. There were 7 games in total. All of them had box instructions, and a few of them were incomplete in the sense that they didn't have the registration cards or whatever. Because I hear that's kind of a big thing, but they all have their manuals and things that go with whatever it's supposed to have. So these 4 games I'm going to show you right now were the games that I actually did that I passed on. Because when she told me a final price, I was like, I don't know. You said that they were $10 a game, so can I? And then I picked out the ones I want, and she says, "Oh, sure, absolutely." Well, for whatever reason, when she came to the deal, she brought the other 4 anyhow. And when I was asking, "Hey, do you have anything else?" She said, "Well, I brought the 4 games that you passed on," and the husband was like doing the deal with me, and he says, "Do you want them?" It's like, "You can just have them for free." And I was like, "Man, that was the $40 you were asking. That now I'm just getting these games for free." I passed on them because they were all sports titles, and I mean, even $10 per game complete in box still seems like a good deal. But yeah, I passed on them because they're sports. But now that I have them, it is what it is, and I'll put them in the collection because boxed SNES games. But anyway, so they threw them. And the wife said to him, she's like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna take this home and throw it in the garbage." And I was like, "Oh my god, this guy's gonna throw like crispy Super Nintendo box games in the trash." And I was like, "Well, I mean, if you just want to give them to me," and he just threw them in the bag. So the games that I did not pick, I got anyway, and they were sports titles. And sports games on the Super Nintendo are fun, but if you're coming from a collecting standpoint, um, not really worth your money unless you're getting them super cheap or you like if you need them to add to your collection to complete a set or whatever. But I don't really know anyone that collects sports titles unless it's like the NCAA games that spiked because there was no it was like the last one or whatever. But even some of those old NCAA games are going for a few dollars nowadays. But anyway, I'm getting a little off track here. I'm gonna start showing these. One of them was a sports title that I actually enjoyed, but I passed on because, like I said, man, it's sports. But now that I actually have them, I'm really kind of happy that I got them. So I'm gonna start with the least valuable one that I found in the lot. This is a game. There's 2 games in here that I see pretty frequently, even with the box. So I think they're pretty common, and this one has to be the one that I see the most. And it is a copy of NCAA basketball. You see this game everywhere. It's worth like $1. Um, but in the box, it's slightly more. It's not worth. It's not worth 10. It's not worth what she was asking for because I did look every single one of these up, and I have a grand total that I will share with you at the end of the video. But I mean, the even being a game that's you know just the fact that the boxes are in such crispy shape. They're just so nice and clean. And I'm not gonna. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna go through every single box in the video. But yeah, I mean, even the carts, the boxes, and this was a free one. So I mean, if you're nostalgic for Super Nintendo games at all, even a super cheap one like this in a nice clean box is still a pretty nice thing to see on the shelf. If you're a Super Nintendo guy slash NES guy, I'm both. I'm kind of a fanboy for both of those systems. Then the next one was Cal Ripken Jr. baseball. Now these were the four that were free that they threw in that they were asking 10 apiece. So I saved $40. Um, Again, I'm not gonna open this one, but all the stuff is in there, and the box is really really clean. Super super nice. I'm stoked to have this stuff honestly because yeah, I go game hunting. I got the PS2, some crazy PSP stuff the other week, and then the special edition PS4 Final Fantasy NT collector's edition sealed. But you just don't see these old games. I mean, you do, but you don't see them in boxes that look like they were just bought 2 days ago from this store back in whatever year it was. And that's these. The next one also not really much of anything, but Jack Nicklaus Golf. Again, box is in amazing condition. All the stuff is in there. I mean, it is what it is. So I yeah, even that like I can't stop smiling because I'm really stoked for this. I really like it. This is the one that I passed on that I really considered throwing into. Um, Man, I could talk about this game for the NES and the SNES for a whole video, but I'm not gonna do that. But it's a copy of Tecmo Super Bowl for the SNES. Which this one, I think I'm wanting to say that this one. Actually, matter of fact, I have everything written down right here. So this one was, I think, one of the ones that were a little pricier. Sports, yeah. This one on price charting was going for 21.50. So I mean, not that I'm gonna sell, but like I said in the previous video, half the fun is finding out like, hey, did I do good here? And I would say I did pretty good in this bundle. But yeah, there's the manual. Doesn't look like anyone's ever even taken it out of the box. There's the poster. I already looked at all these, and that's why I opened this one because it had something that I wanted to actually bring out and make a note of in the video. But it has at the time all 28 teams before the conferences got split up. And if you're a football fan, I'm definitely a football fan. I don't know if you guys have noticed. It's upside down on my arm now, but there's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers tattoo on my arm. But this is before the conferences split. And the NFC West had the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints in it. How is that West? And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the time were in the NFC North with the Bears and the Vikings and all them. That's pretty wild. And then this poster was also in here that I also considered maybe taking out and hanging up, but I probably won't. It's an ad for games, but I like how Trade West did it. They had the Battletoads poster with them thinking about the games like thought bubbles. So I thought about maybe taking this out and hanging it up too because I thought it looked pretty cool. So that's two posters that I want to desecrate my SNES games to hang posters. And it has all the inserts. I'm not even sure what this is. Oh, the Tecmo Super Bowl quick reference. I think like yeah. Basically that's like an instruction like a Cliff's Notes for the instruction manual, for lack of a better thing that I can come up with to say. But yeah, that's man, a lot of memories with the Tecmo Super Bowl game. A lot of memories with a lot of these games, like even the sport ones. I mean, wow. Let's let me put this back in here, and then we're gonna get on to the last three games that were the games that I picked out. But yeah, this copy of Tecmo Super Bowl is phenomenal. Did I just bend that? No. Okay, I thought I did. I was gonna be mad. I was gonna be mad. Look, I'm not even looking at the camera because I'm struggling with the stupid box. Tecmo Super Bowl. A lot of good memories of that. Then these last three were the games that I actually picked out that I wanted. She said $10 a game, and when I saw not so much the one I'm going to show next, but the last two, I was like $10 a game. Sign me up, because I mean, Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of crazy greatness in this lot, but well, I mean, the Super Nintendo set price charts at $290. I looked that up and I couldn't believe it, and it has everything. So I mean, I don't see why mine wouldn't be worth that. Not that I'm trying to sell it. I'm going to add it to the collection because I like Super Nintendo a lot. But so just with that being said, like I said, I paid 155 for this, and just the super set goes for 290 on price charting complete. And then I'll get to the final total at the end. But yeah, oh, man, I'm getting more and more excited. Yes, I brought two. Next one. This is the third poster that I wanted to take out of a box and hang up. And this one I picked. It's also a sports game, but I picked it up because it's iconic. And this is also the other game that I see pretty frequently still in the box. Maybe not in this condition, but I couldn't pass on it because I don't have it. And man, again, a lot of great memories, a lot of friends, and even just playing this by myself. But it is a copy of NBA Jam. How could I not pick this up? To me, this is worth $10. I know it's a sports game and it's pretty common. What does NBA Jam go for? This actually goes for $24.24 on price charting right now. So not a bad pickup. This is another one I'm going to open up because there was stuff in here that I really wanted to take out and put on the wall. There's the instruction manual. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. All the inserts, the warranty card for the game, the cart's in there with the sleeve. That's everything's in good. Even the trays, like my trays used to come apart at the corners and be all flat and like ruined. But these trays for these games are old as dirt. And these trays are like I said, it looks like these games. It looks like somebody went back in time and bought these, and then came to 2021 and was like, oh, now I have Super Nintendo stuff. That's the condition that this stuff is in. But this was the other poster that I wanted to take out of here. Yes, on the one side there's an ad for Super Nintendo games, and also this got me really nostalgic too. If you read right here, it says, "Get ready, Mortal Kombat is coming." Man, I love Mortal Kombat. And I mean, I had obviously had the Genesis version. I mean, if you knew the difference back then, the Genesis version let you do the fatalities and had the blood and stuff, but the Super Nintendo did not, and the fatalities were lame. But yeah, when I took this poster out earlier and saw that Mortal Kombat is coming, it was like, oh god. But yeah, on this side, I think this would be dope to hang up too. So this might be yet another one that I take out of the game box to hang up. But I'm not sure. I mean, I'm single, so I don't know that I should be hanging video game posters around my apartment. Or I may continue to be single. Yeah, it is what it is. People like what they like. But yeah, NBA Jam, complete in box in amazing condition. So that was the one that I was like, okay, for that game I'll pay $10. And no, I did not realize that it was worth almost 25. But nice surprise. Really nice surprise. Okay, now these are the last two. These were the games that I initially saw in the lot where she was like 10, 10 apiece. I was like, oh my god, yeah. If these are still there, I definitely want these also. Or I want these as games I want. And they're both, I think one of them is missing inserts. I'll check that when we get to it. But yeah, these, man, you just don't find these. I mean, you can, but it's going to be for like a crazy price. But yep, Super Mario Kart, all-time classic. I remember playing this game to completion. Rainbow Road, everything. I came in first place in every single race. And this is the one that has only the manual. So not the inserts or whatever in there, but like I said, that's fine. I don't mind. The inserts aren't that big of a deal to me. Uh-oh, what do we got going on over here? Oh, I think I just ruined this box. Alright, I gotta take this back out of here and figure out what the mess up was. But yeah, I just bent the cardboard on a box that I just got done talking about how nice they were. I think I just pushed the, yeah, that's what happened. I pushed the game, the game, tray up against the other end of the cardboard box on accident. I didn't realize I was doing that, so I probably just hurt myself a little. Not really, because I'm not, this is just going to go, this is definitely going on the shelf. Super Mario Kart. And then the other one, this one has all the inserts, all the stuff, the manual, everything with it. And man, another game that I remember getting and playing so much. This and Mario Kart were the reason I picked this up. But the box is super. It is just so clean. I mean, there's probably, if you dig deep enough, you can probably find some minor imperfections with it. But I'm happy with it. Especially the lady's only charging $10 for it. But it is a copy of Super Mario All Stars, complete in box, for the Super Nintendo for $10. What? That's that's crazy. That's crazy to me. I'm not gonna tear that one open. Like I said, it does have everything. I looked at it already, and that's all I have for this video, guys. I mean, it went on kind of longer than I thought it would, but there was a lot of build up, I believe, and just hype around this. At least on my part, still smiling throughout this entire video because this is why people who hunt games hunt games. Like I said, normally I'd be kind of hesitant to drop $155 on a game lot, but box Super Nintendo stuff, yeah, I'm probably gonna get that 100 times out of 100 times, especially with Mario All Stars and Mario Kart involved, and the Game Genie, and like I said, so the total that I looked up all this stuff on price charting. That's the site I use. The Super Nintendo, like I said, was worth 290. I spent 155, and with Mario Kart All Stars and all these other games, the grand total comes out to $544.52 worth of Super Nintendo stuff that I paid 155 for. Now, does that matter? No, probably not really, because I'm just going to hang on to it and display it and probably never play it. But yeah, I was happy to find it, and this is what makes collecting fun for me. Just like a couple weeks ago when I got the two regular Nintendo in box of the Prince of Persia and the Nightshade. I love finding stuff like that. Now I paid a little bit more for those complete in box NES games because I bought them from Half Price Books, who kind of has an inkling as to what's going on. But even these people, when I bought this from them, the lady said, "So, are you gonna go sell this?" And I was like, "No, ma'am. I'm going to probably put." She says, "Oh, you play them?" And I was like, "No, probably not gonna do that either." I said, "I like to collect this stuff because it reminds me of my childhood, and I'm going to display it somewhere in my apartment, and I'm going to just look at it occasionally and enjoy the fact that I own it." And the guy kind of went back to what I started with. Hey, this stuff just laying around. And then he's like, yeah, so you're just going to have this stuff laying around. It's like, yeah, that's pretty accurate. But I'm going to like not have it where I can't see it. I'm going to be able to look at it and just be like, yes, I have Mario All Stars with the box. Because I don't know, that's what I like about it. And who knows, maybe I'll throw this stuff on to play some NBA Jam, or I actually have in my video I did last week, I showed I actually had a copy of Zelda in the box, so maybe I'll throw that in and play it. I mean, I can play it on the Switch or whatever, digitally, but maybe I'll just throw it in for old time's sake and play it on the actual Super Nintendo. But that's it, guys. That's all I have this week. Like I said, I didn't go game hunting, and this deal just kind of presented itself. I feel like the Super Nintendo was a pretty crazy to see on there, especially it said 6 minutes ago. I thought for sure I was too late already. But then when I dug a little deeper, I found out about the games. And yeah, those were in the box too. And so I pulled the trigger on it, and I'm pretty happy because once I totaled it all up, you saw 544.52. So good pickup, fun stuff, and anyone who's nostalgic for any of this old Super Nintendo stuff, I hope you had a good time taking a look at the stuff with me, because I can reopen this stuff all day long and still be find something cool to remember about it. But thanks for watching the video. If you are not currently a follower or a subscriber here, Twitch is follow, YouTube is subscribe. If you are not currently a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so that you will know when I'm going live. And I don't think I've made eye contact with the camera more than a few seconds in this entire video. I'm not really sure why. Um, but if you enjoy this kind of stuff, I'll probably do more as I find the games. I'm not going to go hunting too hard for the next week or so because I've hit all these places pretty hard, and I have to wait for people to bring stuff in. But yeah, I'm gonna do probably another music video here really soon, and of course some more video game stuff, and maybe a reaction video if I can figure out how to pull everything up on the computer at once so I can actually do a reaction video. But thanks for watching. Hit the bell, subscribe. Cheers. Psycho 311 out.